I feel
And
I feel
I'll be
so bad
glad
for
that I
my
don't
team.
play defense anymore because I don't like. I'm not a good defenseman. I don't like playing bad.
Oh, I gotta say you did a good job back there. That none of our team could get around you. I mean, my team really wasn't the best to begin with, but
I honestly I never played organized hockey. I've been learning position by coaching my 10 and 12, my 10-year-old, the 10U, 12U girls that I coach. That's how I learned to play position because I've never played organized hockey in my whole life. I mean, it's so this is I can skate because I can roller skate, but that's it.
I picked up hockey, or I picked up skating 3 years ago. I didn't even know there was skating here until the Thunderbirds started. My mom wouldn't let me. She thought it was too dangerous. So, this is only my second year of hockey.
Wow.
And then I started baseball broadcasting because I helped collegiate summer league here in Winston, the Carolina Disco Turkeys.
Oh, that's awesome.
I do all their games. And then I was like, I used to do the scoreboard here, and then I was like, well, since I like broadcasting, I want to go into it. I'm gonna do it here. So,
Well, I mean, you know, all they need is to get through one more Thunderbird announcer. They're going to need another one.
I've been talking now to PD, their broadcasters league
Oh, really?
this year. I've been in touch with their general manager, so
You got lots of tape.
I know.
That's awesome.
I go back and listen to myself every now and again, and I overthink too much. I'm awful. Nobody will pick me. Like,
We love it.
I can't go back and listen to a single game like that.
It's I'll tell you, we love it, and it's been great. And I am as somebody who has been playing hockey all of 7 months now. It makes it a lot of fun because I subscribe to the thing in Greensboro where I can watch Live Barn, but it's not any fun. Not Live Barn is so dark you can't see.
When I was in Raleigh going to school, every now and again I would just stay in Raleigh if there was bad weather or whatnot. I would get my dad to come up here and send me video. Either that or I'd log into Live Barn and I'd broadcast on top of Live Barn or my dad.
Oh, I didn't know Live Barn was here too.
Yeah. It's just as bad as Greensboro.
Good, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
My name's Eric, by the way. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. Haley? Haley, nice to meet you. Well, you guys have a great night. Thank you again for everything, and I'll see you this season too.
See you, Eric.
You missing it too.
If you can.
I just need you.
You colored. Okay. Like I said, Eric off the ice. Really nice guy. I missed the first 3 minutes of this game. That's unfortunate. Is my mic on? Yes. Welcome back here with 17 minutes to go here in this consolation game between the Polar Bears and the Zomponies. Should still be Raleigh 2-7. 605? Shipping it forward, able to get it to Morgan, looking for goal number 1 of the season. Michael Bailey able to apply the back check as it comes out for Gus Anderson along the top side circle. Once again, 16:30 to go here in this first period. Morgan down the corner trying to get a centering feed. Oh, okay. I didn't know I changed it, to be honest with you. Down the corner it goes for the Zomponies. Taking it through center ice is Hosevar, hitting the blue line. Gets poached right back out into center ice. As it's right back over for 11 of Rasmussen. Okay. Is it instant? Okay. I won't be able to look until after the game.
It was 98.
Close enough. Gets chipped up.
He gave me $100, but $2
That's fine. Down low in the corner, tipped up forward as here comes a chance right back for the Polar Bears. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Working forwards 18 of Mallory Myers. Had Adam Little up ahead, gets tripped up, no call. Myers still down on the ice. Hosevar taking it forward. Going to be a 2-on-2 as they hit the blue line. Kosovar in all alone. Shot saved by the netminder of Nick Rowe. Holds on to it. Freezes the puck. 15:15 to go in the first. 42 goals against on the season for Rowe, averaging 4.2 through 10 games played. On the other side, couldn't be any closer. Jody Hines, 41 goals against with a 4.1 goal against average. Through the last two games, the Polar Bears lost 7-2 against the Whalers. That was in the opening round of the playoffs. As for the Zomponies, they lost 4-3 to the Firestorm. Once again, that was as well in the opening round playoffs. Back deep, DeVolk overskates it. Here's a chance now for the Polar Bears. It's I believe that was 19. Apologies, could be wrong. Back down in the corner, Polar Bears have it in the attacking zone. Waiting on the back door was Martinez. Still trying to poke it up as McGovern is just going to work it in on the net of the netminder of Hines. No icing back deep to the plate. It's going to be Derek Wells able to chip it up and around 21 of Ryan Vestal. As it's going to go right back from Kaufman Moore. Polar Bears intercept, trying to work it forward for Martinez. Got a touch to it, but here comes Mallory Myers. Long shot! Saved by Jody Hines right through the 5-hole, trying to tap it home. As the puck still loose. To the far side corner, goes just wide of the netminder of Hines. Kaufman Moore throws it down, look to the ice. That should be far enough for an icing. Indeed so, with 13:33 to go here in the first period. You want me to? Just try and help, okay? I said just try and help, okay? Gus Anderson with the draw against Bailey. Anderson wins it back to Schneider. Tipped right out in front, went off the body of DeVolk. There's a redirection once again, comes out. Now down low. Michael Bailey not able to hold on to it. As it's going to be left for 29 of Schneider. An icing call here, 12:55 to go in the first. Another offensive zone faceoff here for the Polar Bears. Once again, Anderson versus Bailey. Another one here from Anderson. Schneider tipped right out in front, goes off the body of, that was 17 of DeVolk. As here it comes for Michael Bailey, works it forward, trying to get it over for 18 of Adam Breeze. Taking it behind the net, Breeze still with it, trying to get a centering feed. Got the feed there, but couldn't get a shot off. Cleared down length of the ice, that's going to go wide of the net. An icing call here going back the other way. To the left we go. 12:10 to go in the first period. 4-1 shots and goal in favor of the Polar Bears. As we're going to have a defensive zone face-off here for the Polar Bears. Once again, it's going to be, now I believe it's now Morgan against Michael Bailey. Down low to the corner, Martinez going to drop it back. Chips it around, James trying to chase after. Has one going hard, I believe it's 68 of Fairgrounds. It's able to work it forward from the blue line. 3-on-2, drops it. Anderson all alone, shot! Goes off the left post, stays out. Gus Anderson looking for his 6th goal of the season, had a chance there. As that just got a piece of the iron. Not being friendly so far here, about halfway through this first period. Goldberg working it in, going to be chipped right back out by 68 of Fairgrounds. As it's going to be picked up by the Zomponies. Hocevar chipping it to himself, able to get it around Whittle. From the blue line, 3-on-2. Hocevar with a long shot. Glove saved by Rowe. He'll hold on to it. 11:02 to go here in the first. Puck's drop comes down low. Martinez trying to work it up. Falls down, but gets it out in the process. As that's going to be picked up by Bullock. Marks it forward for Hocevar. Gets chipped right back out the other way from Gil Myers. Apologies there. Wearing number 18 of Mallory Myers' jersey. That's going to be played in for an offsides. 10:20 to go here in the first. Puck's dropped just a little bit too well here from Bullock. Going to be picking it up. Evan Goldberg way back deep in his own defensive zone. Nearly lost it by McGovern. Cross ice feed down low. Not able to find its connecting feed. Down length up the ice it goes. Not going to be an icing call. Wells, the first one to it. One of the Polar Bears will take it in front of the net, being pressured by Bullock and Todd Beck. Still being pressured with it. Wells trying to work it forward. Ends up being thrown off the puck with it. As here comes Rob Hosevar back the other way. 3-on-2 if they hurry from the blue line. Takes it up high. Trying to get around one. Cuts in front of the net. Shot saved by Rowe. He'll play it up into the far side corner. Hosevar looking for his second goal of the playoffs. Alongside his second goal of the season. His one goal so far this season coming in the playoffs. That was in the loss to the Firestorm. Right, camping a 4-3 final. Derek Wells in onside, trying to get around Hosevar. Wells still with it. Somewhat of a short bench here, trying to get it over to the point. McGovern dumps it back in deep. Wells in a battle once again with Bullock. Chipping it forward for Hosevar. Tipped right back in from Gil Myers and sent back the other way for Hosevar. Hosevar hits the blue line, going to chip it up high. Adam Little, the first one to it, but got his stick lifted. Bullock looking for a centering feed as that's going to go back behind the back of the net. Wells able to pick up the change as that's thrown down length of the ice. Going to go down for an icing. 8:20 to go here in the first period. Still scoreless here between the Polar Bears and the Zomponies. Puck's dropped. Morgan able to get it back. Apologies there, as that was not Morgan. That was 29 of Matt Schneider. As Morgan able to get it around from Vestal. Trying to chip it up and out. Kaufman Moore keeps it in. Puck still loose there at the blue line before slowly finding its way out to the neutral zone for DeVolk. Chipping it forward, Vestal, one-touch feed over to the far side. Chasing after it, Fairgrounds, the first one to it. Gonna take it back behind the net. Fairgrounds still with it. Able to get around from Breeze. Over for Little. Chops it down low, but nobody home. As here comes Kaufman Moore trying to get around Schneider. Try to pinch it forward, just a tad too far out of his reach. As a turnover here leaves a chance for Kaufman Moore. Fires a shot. Not able to get the whole shebang as it's going to be pinched right back out from the Polar Bears. First one to it's going to be 19, I believe, indeed so, of Charles Thibault from the blue line. Here's a chance, centering it. Got a piece of it was Rowe, played into the corner as the Polar Bears are able to ring it back up to the far side. And nearly out of the zone, and indeed so. 6:45 to go here in the first period. Down low comes the Zomponies trying to get around Gil Myers. Got to stick to it but couldn't hold on to it. Apologies there, that was Morgan. That's going to be fired in for an icing call. 6:25 to go here in the first period. As we'll have an offensive zone face-off here for the Zomponies. Taking the drop, looks like it's going to be 21 of Ryan Vestal. Indeed so. Puck's dropped. Comes down low. Martinez working at it with Strasser as well as works it forward. Pinched off. Kept in for the time being. Indeed so. Thibault has it, but being pressured by Myers. We worked the other way. Turned over. Here's Vestal. And open ice. Waiting to retouch for Strasser to get in on sides as Vestal's going to take it up high against Myers. Goes through the legs. Right back over for Vestal. Trying to fire one home. Strasser shot. Saved by Rowe. Strasser still looking for his first point on the season. Still a scoreless game here. 5:14 to go in the first period. It's going to be Michael Bailey set to take the drop here for the Zomponies. Runs it back. Wells with it. Able to get around Strasser, leaves it for Martinez. Over for Myers. Here's a chance for Myers, and all alone stops, holds up, fires one just high and wide. Gil Myers with 2 goals on the season thus far, looking for goal number 3, as well as is just going to chop it down low to the corner. Myers with it. Comes down low. Goldberg looking to clear it out. Strasser not able to get it out. Here comes Wells from the left circle. Skating in, scores! Derek Wells with his 5th goal of the season. First goal here in the playoffs gives the Polar Bears an early 1-0 lead. Apologies there about the camera work, as hopefully I was doing a good enough job for a radio call. Myers with a drop here against Bailey. Puck's dropped. Not even trying to win the drop back was Myers. Ends up nearly working out in his favor as it came out to Derek Wells. His pass is incomplete and turned over by the Zomponies. Martinez tried to fire a shot on. That's going to be picked up from Hocevar as he's going to take it down low. Trying to get around Myers. Hocevar still with it, chipping it up around Myers after taking a slash. No call. Fires one on. Here's a chance for Gil Myers. That's going to be played in offsides. With 3:37 to go here in the first period. Although games 1 and 2 are both the same length, 3 20-minute periods, this game has definitely seemed to be going just a tad bit slower than that championship game, which gave the Mighty Ducks their 2nd championship in just as many seasons. As for the Guppies, they had a chance. They tied it up late, but just not late enough. Bullock with it, drops it down low, nearly had a chance for a Beck, as it's found its way over to Brown. They use it for Hocevar, dekes around, Hocevar still with it, centering feed. Goes off a body of apologies, there's those Fairgrounds as it comes out to the point. Bullock winds up, fires, got sent wide. Playing for a redirection out in front. As it's going to come back the other way for Gus Anderson. He's scored 1 so far in the night. Just going to chip it down and deep. Behind the net of Jody Hines it goes. Gave up 4 goals in his last game. That was a 4-3 loss to the Firestorm. As here comes a chance for Goldberg. Shot! Trying to go 5-hole. Saved by Rowe. Nearly beat him with an unexpected shot. Captain Kaufman Moore trying to get a tip. That's going to go on net, but Rowe read it the entire way. Little trying to chip it out. Kept in by Goldberg. One of the most recent shot in front, I do believe. As it comes back out for Gus Anderson. As Morgan down low. Tried to get it down low. Just went too far. As here comes the Zomponies. As Kaufman Moore tried to get it up for Beck. As we're slowly starting to slow down here with the skating in the last about 100 seconds of this first period. Pass up the far side boards, able to get it over to Little. Trying to get it back over for Anderson as it's found its way down low for Kaufman Moore. From the left circles, holding. Shot gets blocked out in front from Schneider. Out to the point for Hocevar. Tried to deke around one, just went a little too far. But Kaufman Moore just able to hold in at the blue line. Played with a little too much juices. Hocevar not able to keep it in down low at the corner. Kaufman Moore fires one in. That's going to be gloved down out in front and cleared up high for Adam Little. Down low, got a foot to it's Gus Anderson. Apologies there, that's Gil Myers. Going to be played down into the corner. Centering, here's a chance for Morgan. Shot, scores! Goes right through the 5-hole as Nate Morgan gets his 2nd goal of the season and his 2nd point here in the playoffs. Had 1 assist coming into tonight. Gets his 1st goal. As the Polar Bears increase the lead here with under a minute to go as it sits 2-0 in favor of the Polar Bears. Tripped up. There's gonna be a call against the Zomponies. That's gonna be a tripping call on DeVolk. Apologies there. That's gonna be 19 of Thibault. That's going to come right at the end of period number 1. Indeed so. So we'll take a break, set aside, and come back for a start of a fresh second period. 2 minutes on the clock here against number 19 on Thibault on the tripping. Coming back here into the start of period number 2. Once again, there's going to be a man in the box for the first 2 minutes. 19 of... Apologies here. Just making sure I get the name right. Indeed so. Charles Thibault. That's going to be a 2-minute minor for tripping. We've seen one shorthanded goal so far in the night. That was for the Guppies against the Mighty Ducks. Polar Bears here on a power play to start this second period. Thibault in the far side corner looking to clear it out. And indeed so, as that's going to go down linked to the ice. Comes down low, netminder out of his net to plate. That's going to be of Rowe, works it forward. Try to chip it forward, gets it to McGovern. Centers it. Here's a chance for Myers, gets around one. Coming down low from the low circle, shot, scores! Goes right over the right pad of Jody Hines. As a mighty, apologies there, as the Polar Bears take a 3-0 lead on the power play goal from Gil Myers. What a shot there from Myers. Stops from the left circle. Fires one top shelf and goes right over the pad of Hines. Much different story than what game number 1 provided for us tonight in the championship night. That was a close game throughout it all. 2-0 was the score in favor of the Mighty Ducks at one point, and that was the biggest lead that we had the entire night. Final score in that one was a 1-goal game. Comes down low, going to be picked up from the Zomponies. Here's a chance for Vestal. Shot, tipped right out in front. That's just going to be covered up from Rowe. Holds on to it with 18-14 to go here in the period. Apologies here as DeVolk's shot gets blocked out in front from Morgan. Worked up for Gus Anderson. Scored one of the 3 goals so far. Gets tipped right back the other way from Michael Bailey. What a play there from Bailey. Negates the chance here from Anderson as it's still going to be picked up from the Polar Bears. It's Fairgrounds. Ends up skating over top of it, but still has it. Kaufman Moore up to the far side. Back down low for Kaufman Moore. Hitting the blue line. Skates in, shot! Saved by Hines. Ref blows the whistle dead for some reason as that was not covered. I believe the referee still thought that puck was covered. Regardless, here there's 17 minutes to go on the period. Comes out front. Here's a chance now for Kaufman Moore. Skates it up forward, but just too far out of his reaches. It's going to be picked up by 60 to Fairgrounds. Back behind his net he goes. Got it over to Littleput. Ends up losing it to Eric Rasmussen. Still looking for his first point of the season. As Gus Anderson works it for Fairgrounds. Drops it back for Anderson. Looks like there's going to be a call here. No. as there was a big open ice hit here on the near side between what looks to be Fairgrounds and DeValk. No hard feelings there as both men still appear to be doing all right. Zomponies take it back behind their own net, trailing 3-0 here, 16-10 to go in the period. Cross ice feed goes up top for 16 of Strasser. Comes down low. Got to stick to it as it was nearly a chance for Rasmussen as well to get his first point. Anderson from the blue line and on sides. Drops it for Morgan. Back down low for Gus Anderson from the left circle. Holding up, trying to drop it back to the point, but nobody was there. Guess it's going to be a foot race down the near side for now. Bullock holds up. Shoots. Looks like he just about snapped his twig. As the netminder covered it, was wanting a whistle. Referee never blew it. Up to the far side, Welsh from a sharp angle, centering feed. Goes off a purple jersey and now out to the neutral zone. Now length of the ice it goes. Will the netminder come out of his net to putt? He will not. Be left out for Jack Layer. There's 1 assist so far on the season, looking to increase it here in the last game of the season. McGovern trying to work it down low, nearly intercepted by Hosevar. As Myers is with it. Up high, gets a stick to it. Trying to drop it down low. Bullock intercepts it. Read it that like a book. Here comes Bullock from the blue line. Tried to drop it back, but nobody was there. Strasser trying to just drop it in deep. Did for a second. As it's back out to the neutral zone as Myers is able to come away with it. From the blue line, 1-on-3. Shot! Save made by the netminder of Hines. Rebound shot comes down low from Layer. Still loose back behind the net. Myers battling at it alongside Hosevar. Comes out in front of the net. Zomponies nearly lost it right in front as here comes Hosevar. Trailing 3-0. In on sides, Hosevar drops it to Bullock. Not able to hold on to the connecting feed. Strasser trying to fire one on. Here comes Hosevar once again from the right circles. Shot. Save by the netminder. Keeps this from going 5-hole. Still 3-0. 14 to go here in the second. Comes down low, centering feed. Here's a chance for Schneider. Just over skates it. As it's going to be Hosevar taking it back deep into his own defensive zone. Still think being pressured by a forechecking Gus Anderson. Trying to work it forward for Kaufman Moore. For Brown, that is. Apologies. Down low. Yeah, we got a turnover there from James, who has 1 assist on the season. That's all she's wrote for James. Down low, Goldberg spinning it around, trying to get a centering feed. Had Vestal wide open at the door. The Hosevar spinning it around, still with it, able to deke around one. Hosevar trying to get around Schneider. To behind the net has Vestal right out in front, trying to get it there. Puck still loose in his feet, trying to just lift it up, trying to poke it home. Well, it's Hosevar, that's going to go right back up high. First one, so it's going to be Vestal. Spinning it around, Vestal still with it. Try to get a centering feed over to for Brown. Instead, it comes out for Fairgrounds. Taking it back behind his own net. Now looking to take it coast to coast. Works it up high. Holds from the right circle. Trying to get a centering feed. Comes down low. Fairgrounds at the point. Able to get around one. Fairgrounds still with it. Waiting for Justin to get out of the way. Up to the top point. Schneider fires one in. Tipped. Just got a piece of it. Was a netminder finds a redirection out in front. Was a great opportunity for the Polar Bears to take home a 4-0 lead here, not halfway through this one here tonight. Osavar trying to fire one on. Rebound shot goes right out in front. Had a white jersey out in front. Able to clear that up and out of the way of Nick Rowe. Haven't had a puck stoppage here in quite a while. That's it's going to be Osavar working it forward for Goldberg. Try to get it right back to him. Goes through the feet of Martinez. As here comes Gil Myers. You're good. That's pretty much good. Beck trying to tip it down to the ice. Will that go for an icing? It will not. Right back out to center ice. Martinez. Down low for McGovern. One chasing hard up top. It's Gil Myers. Winds up. Fires. Tipped. Saved once again there by Hines. Goldberg has Bailey to his left. Goldberg stops. Trying to drop it down low to Beck. Gonna be a front race now. Wells able to win that one back. And get it around Beck. Just gonna take it back and hold on to it. Trying to work it forward for Myers as that's gonna go down. Gonna be picked up from 19 of Thibault. So far the only one with a penalty here tonight. That was a tripping call against Martinez. Shot with a glove save. Holding on to it. It's gonna be the netminder of Rowe. A long shot there as the referee of, I believe that is Steve Oakes, waited to see if Rowe was going to play it. He did not as we cross over the halfway point of period number 2. Comes down, quick shot. It's going to be played down low in the corner for 4 of Layer. Up high for Martinez, trying to chip it out. Kept in from the Zomponies. Back down low for Layer. Taking it behind the net has McGovern along the near side half-boards, but couldn't get it out. Back over for DeVault at the point, trying to drop it back for Michael Bailey. Wells intercepts it. Has 1 goal, his 5th goal of the season, first goal of the playoffs. Looking for goal number 2. Trying to get a center feed, goes off a body of 1. And the Zomponies able to work it up and out. Michael Bailey chips it just a tad too far. Going to be picked up by Layer. Strasser nearly picks it up. Down low it goes for Rasmussen. Rasmussen's got speed. He's shown it so far already on the night, but has still yet to get his first point on the season. Up to the far side for Strasser. Just going to dump it in deep. Going to have to chase after it now as a Layer. Being pressured on the forecheck by Michael Bailey. Nearly got a turnover there as that's going to be cleared out to the neutral zone. Still have yet to have a puck stoppage here in quite a while. A lot of line changes here coming up on the fly. Here comes DeVolk from the left circle. Holding up. Ends up being thrown down to the ice. No call. DeVolk gets it over for Strasser. Turns it over. Here comes Bullock. Shot gets blocked right out in front from a skate of a polar bear. Trying to clear it out. Intercepted once again by Bullock. Winds up. Fires. Got a piece of the glove. Rebound shot from Strasser goes wide. Yeah, so we'll keep on playing with 8:11 to go here in the period. Oh, wow. You sent me something before you came in. I never had a chance to open it. What? There comes Bullock from the blue line. Fires one. Goes into the chest protector of Rowe. Plays this one up high as here comes nearly a chance for Morgan. Couldn't hold on to it. Down low, not able to get a stick to it, but no icing nonetheless. We'll play on. Layer down low, trying to get it over for Gus Anderson. Got a stick to it. As Derek Wells up high, but couldn't hold on to it. Morgan up high, gets a turnover for Bullock. Here comes Bullock. They have numbers, 2-on-1. Bullock, and all alone, shot, scores! Just able to beat the pad of Nick Rowe as Bullock gets his, I believe it's his first of the season. And just like that, they bring it back to 3-1. Not really. DDD pass down low for Fairgrounds. Centering feed for Martinez. Got to stick to it, so no icing. We'll play on. 6:35 to go here in the second period. Josevard able to deke around Adam Little. Gets around Anderson, chipping it forward. Gonna be a foot race now against Schneider. Schneider with it, gonna chip it up for Martinez. Not able to get it out as it's for Goldberg, the captain of the Zomponies. Still with it. Skating in from the left circle. Holds, shot! Hard shot got sent just wide. Trying to clear it out, can't. Another shot from Goldberg. This one didn't get all of his stick. As it's going to come down low for Vestal. Hold, shot, saved! Netminder out of position. Vestal trying to find a centering feed. And going to be picked up by Fairgrounds. Chips it forward for Justin James, trying to get it back to his defensive partner. Just out of the reach is Hosevar. Cross-ice feed, able to get it up top for 42 at Brown, that is. Once again, apologies. Shot goes off a boot out in front and down to the near side corner. It goes with 5:20 to go here in the period. Puck still loose back behind the net. Goes up high, picked up by Martinez, trying to chip it out. Goldberg holds it in. Top of the slot, still with it. From the right side now, trying to chip it to himself. Goes through the feet of one as here comes a chance now for the Polar Bears. Reynolds gets body off from Goldberg. Not going to be a call here. As well as trying to chip it forward against Hosevar. Reynolds calling for it down low. Got a stick to it. Has some room against James. Deke still with it. Hosevar pokes it back out. Meyer shoots from the top of the point. Fires this one home over the left shoulder of Jody Hines. Just like that, it's 4-1 in favor of the Polar Bears. Meyer's fourth goal of the season. The Volk over to the far side, able to get it to Kaufman Moore, has Michael Bailey trailing. Todd Beck crashing the net. Shot gets blocked out in front, has Beck down low, trying to fire a shot on. Tip comes back low for Todd Beck. Trying to get a centering feed for Bailey. Shot just got sent wide. Myers trying to clear it up top. Comes out for Fairgrounds. Appears to be part of a broken stick, possibly. Not entirely sure what that is. Kaufman Moore got a centering feed, but couldn't hold on to it. Wells down low from Myers, has 2 goals so far in the night. Trying to avoid 3. Has yet to get a hat trick on the season. 4 goals on the season thus far. Beck from the blue line nearly had a chance to get 1 goal for himself this season. Had a chance there, heard part of a post, as well as shipping it forward. McGovern not able to turn sharp enough to gain possession, as it's going to be picked up by the Zomponies. Up to the far side it goes for Bullock. Trying to get it back over for Beck with 2:45 to go here in the period. Centering feed gets turned over by Bullock. Able to get around McGovern. Bullock with it. Holds. Shot. Saved. Oh, hold on to the puck. No rebounds given up. 2:30 to go here in the period. Shots on goal, 17-12 in favor of the Zomponies, so trailing 4-1. Oh no.
All of these coffee, I think 2 or 3. That's just from random songs that I think is funny.
OT. Bullock and Wells going at it there as Wells just about to take a tumble against Bullock. No hatred there between the two, as you could hear a word up here or two that wasn't too pleasant after Wells nearly took a hard collision down to the ice. Cold inside the annex here tonight. Luckily for us as scorekeepers and us here on top of the booth. Got a heater. Chasing down after it, Wells once again against Bullock. Bullock with it. Got to stick to its Wells. Wells still with it. Trying to clear it out. That's going to go down length of the ice. As Strasser took a tumble up the far side half boards. No icing. Navolk. Turned over. Here's a chance for Martinez. And he picked it right back up by Martinez. Shot! That's going to go on net. Hines is going to have to play it. Thibault got a centering feed to Navolk. To the blue line, Navolk with it. Sharp angle shot saved by the netminder with under a minute to go here in the period. It could just about do it here for the second period. One more period here tonight, and that will do it here for this first lower season. Upper League season just around the corner, and those games as well will be brought to you here on the PHA Network. Steps up to the far side, Hocevar with it. Shot, glove, save, rebound will be held on to. 6 seconds to go, and that will do it here for the second period. Going to take a quick 1 minute break as we head into the start of period number 3. Welcome back here in the third and final period. 20 minutes up on the clock as away we go. Brown the first one to it. Still with it. Cross-ice feed intercepted by McGovern. Back to it. Shot saved! Was that through the 5-hole? It was not. Hines able to keep that one right there in his trappers. 20 seconds here into the period. 4-1, still your score in favor of the Polar Bears. Comes down low for 29 of the Bears. Trips it forward, nearly intercepted by Hocevar. Pucks tossed up in the air and on sides. Here comes Hocevar. Up high, 2 chasing from the right circle. Shot, pad save, comes out for Martinez. Trying to clear it out, can't. Once again, back over for Schneider. Has 1 goal on the season. Down low for Goldberg. Nearly intercepted and tossed right back out from Rasmussen. Try to go back up high, intercepted by Myers. As here comes McGovern, who had a chance to get 1 goal just a second ago. Now Hocevar is going to take it deep back into his own defensive zone. Feed up high. Gets the connection. Good poke check there up high. Ends up tripping his man down in the process. No call. Polar Bears down low. Got it to Myers. Myers looking for a hat trick. Lost it at the goal. Comes out for Goldberg. Nearly lost in edges. Here comes Goldberg with speed to the blue line. Trying to work it down low as well. So it's going to chip that right back out to the neutral zone. Apologies there. That's just going to be kept in for a second. Player with it. Up the far side half board. Trying to work it over for Martinez. Kept in by Rasmussen. That just got sent wide. Picked up by Layer here once again. Goes off the body and out. Goldberg with it through center ice on top of the Twin City logo. And on sides, 1-on-2, odd-man rush. Hold, shot, save, rebound. This is going to be played to the far side corner. Lager with it. Up forward for Little. Kaufman Moore keeps it in. Got a stick to it was Goldberg. Was not played with a high stick, so away we go. Try to get it over for Wells. Down length of the ice we go with 17 to go here in the period. Just able to keep it in. Or the Polar Bears right in front of the slot. Hosefar has it loose in his feet. Comes up for Little. Trying to just whack home a loose puck. Comes down low once again for Morgan. Centers it for Anderson. He's scored 1 of the 4 thus far. It's going to be a foot race now the other way. Rasmussen coming in. Shot got sent wide. Centers for Hosefar trying to get it. Backhanded shot by Rasmussen. Nearly a chance for goal number 1 of the season. Bailey trying to poke it home. Whistle is blown and the puck, I believe, is underneath of him. Somehow, some way, Nick Rose able to keep this a 4-1 game. Puck's dropped, trying to get it off the opening face-off. Was Bailey, comes out for the Volk. For Beck, shot! Goes wide, nobody home on the back door besides Derek Wells of the Polar Bears. To the blue line, Derek Wells. Drops it back for Anderson. Trying to go right back over to him. Thibault pressuring hard, trying to get a centering feed. Goes off the body of Thibault, and behind the back of the net it goes. Nearly getting in the way is the ref. And indeed he is. Wells with it. Trying to do a D-to-D pass and he picked up by Fairgrounds. Drops it back down low for Wells. Good pass there. Has him in stride to the blue line. Shot from the right circle. Got a piece of it was Hines. To the point, just keeps it in. Fairgrounds trying to drop it back to the corner. Anderson chasing after. 15-12 to go here in the third. Morgan trying to get a centering feed. Comes out for the Zomponies. Skates it forward to himself. Is Bullock. Long shot goes off the shin pad of Wells. Acting like it didn't sting him, but no here in this adult league. Any block shot, you can definitely feel it. And some hurt a lot more than others. Turned over. Here's a chance for Myers. And all alone, just over skates it. Has a netminder out of position, but Bullock with the back check, able to keep it out. Rebound gets tipped right out in front. Nearly a slash there from Myers. That's going to be called in offsides. As Myers shot going just a tad too early. 14-18 to go here in the third period. Puck's dropped. Bullock trying to work it forward as it comes out from McGovern. 4-1 still your score as Goldberg tried to get a jump feed over for Bullock. Fairgrounds behind the back of the net, still with it. Gonna chip it forward, try to get it over for McGovern on the backhand. This is gonna be picked up by Goldberg. To the blue line, and on sides, has some room, shot, pad, save, made by the netminder. Comes down low for Bullock, still with it. Trying to play it to himself, ended up not working, I think, the way he intended. As here comes Hosefar down low, right where Bullock was a second ago, trying to get a tip on the far side. It was Goldberg. Back out to the point, Rasmussen trying to get one in. Has a chance down loose in the slot, but Fairgrounds able to win the puck battle. Dropping it down low for Martinez, trying to get it over to the far side for McGovern. That's going to be picked up by Myers, having to wait to retouch back in on sides. But got to stick to it was Bullock. Back the other way, has a chance. Nearly a breakaway, 2-on-1, right out in front. Shot, save, rebound. Goes off the shin pad of Strasser into the near side corner. It goes. As for the netminder of Rowe, he's got himself back into position. Layer trying to clear it out. Back down low it goes. Martinez battling at it with Strasser. One timer here from Goldberg got sent just wide. Kept it from Kosovar fires one in, goes just wide. Back behind the net it goes. Kosovar trying to keep this one in. Can't do it, takes a tumble. Gonna go down all the way the length of the ice. No icing here. First one to it's gonna be Goldberg. Goldberg from the blue line fires a long shot. That's gonna be picked up from Nick Rowe. An offensive zone face-off here for the Zomponies. Comes back. Here's a chance for Brown looking for his first one this season. It's pinched back out. The Zomponies are going to have to take it back to their defensive zone. D pass up high for DeVolk. Over for Vessel, trying to go up high for James. Has one assist. Looking for his first goal. Coming back the other way now as Wells. End up losing possession of it, but nearly ended up working out perfectly for the Polar Bears. James got a touch to it, but Wells able to pick up the puck. Goes right back over for a little, but overskates it. Volk with it, now having a battle against Gus Anderson. Pressuring it up high. Firing a stick in Anderson, but Volk still with it. Sharp angle shot. It's blocked out right in front with 10:20 to go here in the third period. Is this a new boot set?
It's the one that you removed me from. He bought it.
Oh, okay. I want to be able
I'll
to
let you
respond.
tell me before I start making guesses.
I want to be able to respond.
No. Yes. Okay. He's already guessed.
Oh, okay.
He first said my dad. No. Then he said Blake. I'm like, no. And then he said my grandma. I said no. And he said some random things.
With 1 minute to go here in this last period. I believe the score is, yes indeed, 6-1 in favor of the Polar Bears. Apologies for missing the last handful of seconds. Comes down here for Bailey, shoots one on, saved by Rowe. We'll hold on to it, freeze it. 40 seconds and counting here in this last period. Buck's going to be dropped here just under 30 to go. Quick shot there. That's going to be covered up once again. Ready for it was Rowe all the way. Going to take another quick drop here with now under 20. Myers working it up, chips it forward for McGovern. McGovern not able to win the foot race against against Hosevar. Waiting to retouch back in inside, so with 5 seconds to go. Cleared down length of the ice. That will do it. Final score here in game number 2 of the night. Polar Bears take this one home 6. The Zomponies 1. Once again, the champions of this first lower season played about an hour and a half ago here inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. The Mighty Ducks take home the championship over the Guppies. Final score in that one being 4-3. Thank you for a great and wonderful lower season to everybody involved, from the players, refs, scorekeepers, and to us up here. We thank you for everything. And to the upper league season starting here in just a handful of weeks, we'll be coming. I'll be back here on YouTube for that, here on the same very channel. And for the second lower season coming in about March, we'll be back here as well for that. So until then, we'll see you later. Final score 6-1 in favor of the Polar Bears.